What's going on? We back, Motor City Sports Talk. We in the building talking some Detroit Pistons really quick. And have the Pistons done enough for the fans to come down there and spend their money and buy tickets and, definitely believe back in the franchise this offseason. I believe that, first off, to get the fans to actually come down there and for them to watch the games on Fox Sports TV, or actually to get their games back on regular network television, basic TV, eventually they'll have to win. You know what I'm saying? But I believe that it's a growing belief, especially with LeBron leaving the East and the East being wide open. A lot of young teams. I think the fans will get behind the Pistons, and I think you will see a better turnout for attendance-wise. Now, what I heard, attendance wasn't that bad. It's just it was so much stuff to do in the concourse and other stuff to do in the arena that the fans really never made it and stayed in their seats. But I think I'm gonna go out on a limb. I think you'll be able to see a capacity Pistons crowd next season if the Pistons are doing well after the All-Star break. I think fans will start flocking down to Little Caesars Arena and believing in the Pistons. I think Dwayne Casey has instilled confidence not only in his team, and I think he's going to instill confidence into the fan base. It might be a rocky start, but I believe he will get the team back on the right track. And I believe I think the Pistons are going to do well next season. I'm going to just, hopefully everybody stays healthy, but I think the Pistons, the fans in Detroit will buy into the Pistons. I think, especially when it heats up outside and the Pistons are making a strong playoff run, look for the crowd to really start packing into Little Caesars Arena to see the Pistons. With the Red Wings going through a transitional phase, I think people want a reason to go downtown. They want a reason to go to Little Caesars Arena. And I believe Blake Griffin, Andre Drummond, and eventually Luke Kennard and Stanley Johnson and the rest of these guys will give them a reason to come down here. I think the Pistons are going to have a solid year this year if they stay healthy. And I think fans are going to start believing. They're going to start getting those loyal fans back down there spending their money. I think the second year with Little Caesars Arena being around and you got Blake Griffin, a star to sell tickets. You got Andre Drummond, a local star to sell tickets. I believe the community is going to get behind the Pistons. I think you're going to see way more Piston tickets sold next season, and I think you're going to see a lot more Pistons gear than you're used to seeing. I think fans are going to buy into this group, and I think they're going to buy in because this group going to start off hot or eventually get hot at some point in this season and make a playoff run next year. And I truly believe that, and I truly believe people are going to want to see what's really going on with the new downtown Detroit that they're trying to build in this new arena, and this is going to give them a reason to come down there and spend their money. I look for this team to have a tremendous jump in confidence, a jump in wins, a jump in the playoffs, and I think the fans going to jump right on the bandwagon. You're going to get those loyal Detroit Pistons fans down to Little Caesars, the fans that drove all the way out to Auburn Hills and the Palace to see the Pistons. And one thing about going to the Palace was, it was a trip, It was a solid trip because you get to go to Great Lakes Crossing earlier in the day and shop and drop, eat, and then go to the Palace at about 7, 8 o'clock and see the Pistons play. You know what I'm saying? That was always the selling point. And now that fans ain't got to go that far no more, and they're gonna have a winning product on the floor, in my opinion. And the Red Wings not doing so good. You're gonna get all those fans that want to see a winning product. You're gonna see more Pistons gear than you've seen rocked in a long time. And you're gonna see people flocking down there because I think Dwayne Casey is the man with the plan, the man with the master plan. He gonna make it work. I don't agree with everything or all the philosophies that he coming to bring to the Pistons, but I think he gonna develop some talent. I think he gonna develop a winner and a seller in Detroit. And also, I think once the Detroit Pistons get back hot and they worth go back up, I think Tom Gores is eventually gonna sell them. I don't care what he says. I think once he builds this team up and the money goes up and all that stuff, when they get hotter, I believe he gonna sell the Pistons, man. I do. I don't think he's going to be an owner forever. I understand that what they do is build equity and build up businesses and sell them and stuff of that nature, and that's what he does. And I think that's what he's going to do to the Pistons. I think that's why he's throwing all this money and trying to win right now, because I think eventually he wants to get that name high and sell them. But it is what it is, man. I think Casey is the guy to win right now. I said that. I thought the Pistons should tore it down and build it the right way, but they're going to try to win it on the fly. And they're going to try to develop the young talent. But I think the Pistons going to have a highly successful season this year, especially compared to years past. And I think it's going to be more of the track when they went to the playoffs. And I think they definitely not going to get swept if they make it this year. But I think it's going to get fans behind the Pistons. I think you're going to see more butts in the seats. You're going to see more Pistons gear downtown. I think the apparel going to go up. And especially it depends on how good the Lions do. Especially early on. If the Lions do well, then, when it get a little bit warmer and after the Super Bowl in February, in the football season, the Pistons really going to take off their attendance. So I think the attendance for the Detroit Pistons is going to be very, very fantastic this year. I think Little Caesars going to be electrifying, at some point coming down the stretch in the season from March to April going into the playoffs. And, I think, I know it's a bold prediction and some may not agree with me with. But I think, they're going to have Little Caesars Palace rocking more than the Red Wings than anybody else. So let me know what you think. It's Motor City Sports Talk. It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. Don't forget we on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. All the information is in the description. Thanks to everybody for helping us get to 1,200 subscribers. We're pushing for 2,000. So continue to share the content, tell a friend, subscribe, share it on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Tweet it out, retweet it out, however y'all do it, man. Let's keep it moving. The new media. Let's push out them old fart local media writers that really don't know nothing about nothing. But appreciate everybody for sharing the videos, and hopefully we can squeeze one more in today. If not, see you guys tomorrow with some more fire. Lions and Pistons probably tomorrow for sure. But we out.